How's it going, boils and ghouls? This is Headcase back with another Geared 915 review. This is the Phenyx Pro PTU-71 dual wireless microphone system. It also comes in a handheld and a wireless headset or a dual headset option. Let's talk about it. It does feature an auto scan for crystal clear audio. It is all metal construction in the microphones as well as the unit. 2 XLR outputs on the back for each microphone, or 1/4 inch TS unbalanced mixed output. It boasts up to 328 feet of operating range between the unit and the handheld microphones. 8 hours of battery life for each transmitter. Each of these channels operates in the 500 megahertz frequency band. Each channel boasts 100 channels of selectable frequencies for each side. Channel 1, 536.57 to 561.32. Channel 2 has 562.37 through 587.12. Now, each of these channels has 16 groups with 6 channels in each selectable group. So that is plenty of channels for you to choose from to find a clear signal. If you can't, there must be way too many wireless units operating on stage. We're going to go into that as we test this out. Additionally, the PTU-71 also supports multi-set operation with up to 6 systems that you can operate at one time. That is a total of 12 wireless microphones or headset mics that you can use at one time. Today we're only testing the 2 channels. All right. So, as always, Phenyx Pro has sent me this to demonstrate for you guys, but all these thoughts and opinions are my own. I have not been paid for this video. However, we're going to go ahead and test this out and let you know what we think and who this is for, and let's get into it. Here we go. Opening the packaging, you'll see everything is nicely secured. We have the 2 wireless transmitter microphones. Here is the receiving unit. It also comes in the packaging. The antennas are located beneath. These are dual 500 megahertz antennas, 1 for each channel. We're going to go into that. It comes with batteries. This is great. I can't believe it. They also included these microphone clips. What these do is they slide over your microphone and it prevents them from rolling around off the table. The power, as well as that 1/4 inch mix output, and if you'll notice, it even came with an 1/8 inch adapter. That is fantastic. They included that little 1/8 inch for you. So here's the front of the unit, and we're going to get into the unit itself. But this is what the front of the unit looks like right out of the box. Here is the back of the unit. The antenna is connected. They are B and C connections. There is the 1/4 inch mix out, the 2 balanced XLR outputs, as well as the power. Here is the front of the unit. To change channels, hit this up or down buttons to go up and down between each channel and group. You can't go by group and then channel. You just go up and down and it will select the channel until you reach the next channel group. Hit set one more time and you will go into infrared scanning, where you can actually scan those channels into each handheld. The IR sync is located on the 2nd channel in the upper right hand corner. To run the scan function, here's the vision of the scan function. Simply hold the set button for 2 seconds and it'll go into scan mode to find the most available channel. You can then go up or down between those channels, hit set one more time, and it will go into sync, and that IR button is located right here above the 2nd channel. Once the microphone is connected to the respective channel, you will see the antenna button appear in the upper right-hand corner of each channel. And as you speak, you will see the audio go up and down onto these 3 flashing lights. 3 does show a strong signal. Here's the unit itself. power it on. It'll show you the group, the channel, how much battery. If you push the power button once, it will go into mute. Push it again to unmute. And of course, that IR sync is located right above the digital display. Now it's time for real world application. Let's start with a distance test. Since I am only one person, I am only going to use one handheld microphone. And here we go. For the purposes of this distance test, we are running the PTU-71 into my live rig, recording the audio on Reaper so that you can see if there are any clicks and pops. You'll also be hearing it as I do this distance test. For the first time, you're actually seeing me in my rehearsal room, so let's give this a shot. I'm currently, as you can see, the antenna on the PTU-71 is showing signal. The signal is coming through in Reaper fantastically, so let's give this a distance test, shall we? And here we go. I am walking. I'm about 20 feet now, 30 feet, 40 feet. Let's see if we can go all the way to the door. It is a pretty long hike. We're giving this a shot. So here we go. We're moving all the way. I am a good, I would say 50 to 80 feet away from the unit. Maybe even further. Let's turn around and give this a round back. Here we go. And we're coming back through. Oh, this is a hike. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go, folks. And this is, once again, coming from mic 1 of the PTU-71, dual wireless microphone. And we are back in the rehearsal space in front of the unit. I'm approximately 3 feet from it. All right, so there you go. All right, so we are back. Let's talk about this for a moment here. So I went a good, I would say, 20 yards from the unit in one room surrounded by stucco and concrete where the unit was, the receiver, transmitter in my hand, walked all the way to the other end of my house and back. And as you can hear from the audio, guess what? Not a single dropout, not a single clip, pop, no dropouts, no frequency fuzzes, nothing. Crystal clear audio. And this unit was going through a concrete wall, not those normal insulated with sheetrock kind of houses. This house was built in 1946, so it is stucco and concrete. So, not a single issue with the signal on the handheld. Beautiful. So, let's talk about this then. Who is this for? I'm going to tell you, this is for live gigging bands. It may not be for arenas and large, ultra-large venues unless you have some way to boost the signal, preferably with Phenyx Pro's antenna combiner for wireless microphones to get the signal boosted up and out. But for medium venues, small pub gigs, this is going to do it, folks. The audio sounds great. There was no issues as far as the distance was concerned. They've done it. My opinion, this is a great wireless mic for the price point. And you get two of them in 1/2 space 1U rack. 100 channels for each microphone to find a crystal clear signal. Now, does it operate in the 500 megahertz band? Yes. So it is going to, again, interfere with any other wireless. So my best recommendation is make sure that you have all your wireless gear turned on. This is how I always do this. So make sure all your wireless wireless guitar instruments are turned on. Any other wireless gear that you're using, make sure they're all turned on. And then turn this unit on and run the sync. So if you run the scan and sync after all the other wireless units are on, it's going to find you a crystal clear signal because it's going to try to avoid the signals that are occupying those other frequencies. So that's what the beauty of the scan is. If this didn't have a scan, my recommendation would always be to get a nice little RF transmitter scanner. But they put the scanning in the unit. This is fantastic. This is for you guys. I think it's great. I'm going to incorporate this into my live rig. So I now have 2 wireless units that we're going to incorporate into the live rig. And I can't wait for it. Considering we have 2 lead vocalists, this will be great. So great job, Phenyx Pro. Fantastic unit. Thank you so much. Well, as always, I'm Christopher Headcase, and this is Geared 915.